You're listening to the Screen Team on 930 KWOC.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
To infinity and beyond!
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Please, what does it always mean? This Junior.
That's his name. Henry Jones Jr.
Like Indiana.
We named the dog Indiana.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
I am your father.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Bond. James Bond.
And now the Screen Team on News Radio 930 KWOC. It's Saturday at 6 p.m. It's the Screen Team here on today's Talk 930 KWOC. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday evening. We got the Screen Team with us, and you doing all right there, Jake?
Something jumped out and grabbed me. I don't know what that was.
Nice introduction, man.
Let's rewind. I thought we needed to start it with a bang, right?
That's right. That's right. We got Jake here on the show. It's your first time on the Screen Team, man.
It is, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm having a good one, and we're going to talk about some cool movies.
Yeah, you picked Boondock Saints.
One of my favorites.
You picked Oblivion on DVD and Two Guns. So we'll be getting to all of those here in just a minute. Want to remind folks that Sabrina J has the week off, and we're being joined by Chelsea. Chelsea, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Doing good, man. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
All right, let's get right into it, man. Boondock Saints is the personal pick of the week that Jake has picked, and this movie came back in 1999. It's kind of a vigilante film written and directed by Troy Duffy. It stars Sean Patrick Flannery and, what is his name, Norman Reedus? Is that
Norman Reedus, that's right.
All right, tell us about this film, Jake.
Tell us about the movie. Well, it's really Troy Duffy, in explaining this movie, he wanted to write a movie about his hometown of Boston and about kind of like how his life was growing up, but also wanted to be an action movie with religious tie-ins. So it seems very complex, but when you're watching the movie, they do a really good job of being able to relate to these characters, these two brothers. The two brothers are... I don't know. They work in a meat packing plant at the beginning of the movie. They're Irish immigrants, and they're just hanging out, partying, having fun on St. Patrick's Day, and all of a sudden these Russians come into this bar and start beating them up, and
it kind of changes their world a little bit.
It changes their world, and they end up pretty much becoming vigilante hitmen. And tied into church. It's kind of like they were baptized in jail kind of scene.
Right.
So it's a movie that was very controversial because of the religious tie-ins when it came out, and I don't know how I got attracted to the movie. I got into it in high school. I had some friends that really liked the movie, and I ended up buying it, and I can't get enough of it now. And they came out with the sequel, and that's really cool too. But down to the original movie, it's just, if you want an action movie that has several different twists and has a lot of comic relief in it, pick Boondock Saints. Rent it, whatever you've got to do. Boondock Saints is a great movie for that. It's a good party night movie. And sometimes, though, you might want to just sit and watch it by yourself, because I know you made the critique that first time you watched it was really hard to understand through the accents.
Yeah, there was no closed captions or anything. So the second time I watched it, I was able to CC that thing, and I understood it a lot better. So, this film, I know I'm going to get... beat by both of you guys on the panel, because I know you guys both love it. I've seen it twice. I don't see what the big deal is.
You really?
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those films that it's like one of those underground films that everybody loves.
Cult classics. And you're not cool if you don't like it. I guess I'm not cool.
Well, I think it's more of an acquired taste. If you don't like it, acquire some taste.
But the thing is, I like movies like this. I like movies that got guys who are just who have this kind of cool, arrogant way about them, and they're cool dudes. But for some reason, this film just doesn't it's just not cool enough for me. I don't know, man.
It's not cool enough for
maybe
you.
I'm not. Maybe I'm not cool. I don't know, man.
Especially in recent years, really, from the mid-2000s on, there's been and with social media and everything, there's been a lot of hype about the movie to where there's a lot of people that are just totally nerd out, or to quote Kyle, mark out on the movie.
So what you're saying is if maybe I would have watched it before all the hype came, I might have liked it a little bit better, you think?
That'll spoil a lot of movies for you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think if the Star Wars prequels would have come out at a different time, I think people would have a different perspective on those, because I know a lot of true Star Wars fans don't dig them, but kids that never saw the original trilogy, or maybe just didn't watch the original trilogy, and this new movie was just caught their attention more or something like that. It's that kind of thing, because a lot of times hype can make or break someone's opinion of a movie.
Very true.
What I really like about the movie is, they made a really great looking movie, and a movie that's got a great pace, and they got some really A-list actors. They got Willem Dafoe and Billy Connolly to star in the movie on a shoestring budget, and they had so many scenes. If you watch the movie with the commentary, there's so many scenes where they used a certain music that sounds like might sound like a Beatles song, but it's not a Beatles song. You know what I mean? They did a lot of sound-alikes, music-wise, and they were so limited. And I really like movies where the director can take a very limited budget and come out with an excellent product. And I always tie a lot of stuff into the original Star Wars movie from '77, because George Lucas, he had a $10 million budget on that movie, but that's really what he was doing was a shoestring budget. And
that wasn't a lot.
Yeah, that wasn't a lot. Even in 1977, that wasn't a whole lot of money to make a movie. But I really enjoyed the film.
Chelsea, you liked the film, right?
I'm kind of like you, though. I had to ease into the film when I first seen it, because a certain scene, just broke my heart, and I stopped it right there, and then it took me years to go back and watch the movie. And then after I watched it, I was like, oh, love this movie. And we were quoting the prayer all the time. And my older brother loves it, and he wants the tattoos and everything. I think that's retarded, but you know.
See, that's that certain fanboy element that's come across this movie. I have a friend who is a huge fanboy of the movie, and he actually has all the tattoos.
Really? And see,
wow.
I understand, like idolizing movies and just being a huge fan, but when it comes to tatting up your body, I would think that if you get a tattoo, it'd be something that means something to you, not you want to resemble something else, But regardless, I liked the movie. It just took me a while to get into the movie.
Yeah.
From when I first seen it, I was like, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who wants to see it who hasn't seen it, but
Right.
What did you guys think of the cat scene? Because that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
And that's what broke me. I don't mind people dying, I'll laugh. Oh, haha, you're so stupid. Why'd you go in the kitchen? He's not making a sandwich. But when animals get killed, it just breaks my heart. So I was like,
so you just had to stop, huh?
yeah, I stopped the movie. I think I was like 15. And I was like, that's enough.
Did you ever see the sequel?
I did. And I heard that there was a third coming out, too.
Possibly.
It's rumored.
In the past, their first sequel, Boondock Saints 2, came out in 2009. And since then, there's been on and off. They're going to make a third one, which for 10 years they said they're going to make a second one. And then they'd shut them down. And then, we're going to do it again. Oh, we're not going to do it. So.
Yeah, it's probably coming, but it's going to take a few years. And, of course, Norman Reedus has had a lot of success here in the past couple of years in The Walking Dead, stuff like that. So, and if you guys don't know, Sean Patrick Flannery, did you guys ever watch the Young Indiana Jones series?
No.
You know what? Fine. All right.
I know he was on Charmed or one of those shows for a while. He made a lot of bit roles in that. And he's actually in this current season of Dexter right now.
Oh, cool.
And he's got a main character, a recurring role. So.
Cool. Young Indiana Jones, Netflix it, kids. It's good stuff. Coming up after the break, we're going to review Jake's DVD pick of the week. It's called Oblivion. We'll check that next here on Today's Talk 930 KWOC.